Welcome to this week's episode of ENCA Drive. The MotoGP season kicks off in Qatar on Sunday, so we speak to Brad Binder about his chances. South Africa has representation on the FIA Senate, and we have a look at Peugeot's entry into the current bakkie market. When you look at Peugeot, you think luxury vehicles. What if I tell you you can think luxury bakkies? The Landtrek is Peugeot's offering. The bakkie market in South Africa is already a saturated one. The Nissan Navara, the Ford Ranger, the Toyota Hilux Legends, even Haval have joined it. Peugeot have not wanted to be left behind. They've also joined it with the Landtrek. Andrew, thank you very much for joining us, making yourself available. The bakkie market, as mentioned, a busy one, difficult. These days, you see a lot of them. Peugeot coming into the market, how has it been received?
Well, the very rich history from Peugeot back in the 1970s, with the 404 bakkie, which is called the bakkie, the king of the road, and bringing Peugeot, the Landtrek, into South Africa, they obviously saw the open market for the bakkie segment. Obviously, it is versatile for sports, family, utility, and also for the workers out there. And that is when they saw the open market into South Africa.
The look and feel of it, nice and sleek, nice and spacious. Is that one of the sort of key takeouts from the Landtrek?
Of course, definitely, yes. That is why Peugeot has brought the Landtrek to stand out from the crowd, as you mentioned, the Navaras and all of the rest. Yes. So one of the key features is the camera mode. On a touch of the button, so you get your 2D view and your 3D view, which is very nice for off-roading. So you can see behind of the vehicle, you can see in front of the vehicle, either sides of the vehicle you can select, and you can also see both wheels from the front. That is perfect and good for when you're off-roading. You can see where you're driving, what rock is in front of you. That is very nice.
The space inside is always something that's important. As a family vehicle, when going on a road trip, being sure that you have enough space available, is that something that they can claim to have?
Yes, of course, especially also, like you said, with family. It's an SUV, it's versatile. Also with cargo, you can flatten down the seat, you can lift it up for extra cargo as well. And that is how Peugeot has designed it to have the versatile segment,
Double cabs, generally, you feel that you are taking away from the luggage space, sort of boot area, if you want to call it. Space, what are we looking at?
Well, the boot area is quite huge. It's one of the biggest in the segment, in the bakkie segment. It can fit on 2 Euro pallets and take just over a ton of loading capacity. So it should be enough. Not should be, it's more than enough. It also got an extra power socket in for what you want to call it, a fridge around if you're going to go camping or so on.
Yeah.
Also the 3D mode, 3D view, where you can select and you can go all around the vehicle from either side, from the back to the front, top view. Shows you exactly where the vehicle is situated at, with the camera on top and the other 4 cameras all around the vehicle.
Let's select front and let's go.
Another important factor has to be the power behind the engine. Also, the model being 4x4, 4x2. What do we have in the Landtrek?
Okay, so on both, whether it's the 4x2 or the 4x4, both standard with a 1.9 diesel engine with 110 kilowatts and 350 newton meters of torque. That is standard on both the 4Action and on the 4x2 as well.
The off-road options, notably, I'm going away, I'll see some dirt tracks I want to take it on, maybe a few hills here and there. What are the options available to me to make sure that safe, but also being able to navigate those treacherous conditions?
While the 4Action is quite capable off-roading, especially in what you're mentioning, it's got a wading depth of 600 millimeters and a slight slope angle of 42%, and also with a ramp, angle ramp at 35%. So yeah, it's quite capable.
As a salesperson, what is the main attraction for you personally, as well as you found for your clients potentially?
I think the Peugeot Landtrek bakkie speaks for itself with its elegant look and its aggressive look, and the stylish, finishing with the touches and the molds. So that speaks for itself. Whether it's off-road, on-road, inland, it's a 3-in-1. So it's perfect for all types of families and friends.
Okay, so first impressions of the Peugeot Landtrek, Peugeot Landtrek. Spacious for a tall guy. That's something that I do feel comfortable enough with. The ease of navigation in terms of the dials, the infotainment system, the display, quite visible. The camera is obviously a massive boost and bonus for that matter. Easy on the drive, not too noisy from a diesel point of view. But yeah, so far so good. So the time in the Landtrek has ended, an enjoyable experience, really being able to feel that 110 kilowatt power through the sport mode, eco mode, making sure you're saving on fuel, with fuel being such an expensive commodity at the moment. Quiet drive, a bit on the gravel, felt comfortable. The other standout has to be being able to be a bit off the ground, just feeling in power. So all in all, an enjoyable ride.